Good morning and welcome to Wild Wings Art Student Homestead. I want to talk about layering, garden layering this morning a bit. We lay cardboard, as you can see a little bit right there, and then we put our goat and rabbit manure on top of the cardboard. And then after we're done with that, we add wood chips that we get from a local tree service here in the Jersey Shore area, actually. But whenever they come up here, it's SARS tree trimming services. So when they come up here, they dump off truck after truckload. And we have that at the bottom of our hill. And it's composting down, it's breaking down. But what we'll do is we will first lay our cardboard down, and then we'll put the manure on top, and then the wood chips. And what that does for us is that the worms come up and they eat the cardboard, and then once they're in the cardboard, then they come to the manure, and then they help break down the wood chips, and this makes a beautiful bed, a beautiful base for our plants to grow. Now we have a lot of volunteers over here. We have pumpkins, there's a couple zucchini over here growing, tomatoes. This is kind of like the hodgepodge section. And sometimes when things are growing over here, I will pull them out and move them to different sections, like try to keep the tomatoes together. But this year I just kind of let it all go. I planted a lot of sunflowers this year, and a lot of corn. This is our corn. It's growing beautifully. All these beautiful sunflowers. There's a lot of different varieties in here growing. And it's quite buggy this morning. It's been raining for the last 6 or 7 days here. And it's a bit close this morning. Here we have beans. And beans growing here. Here are some more sunflowers. These are a little shorter. And I don't know the varieties or the types yet. Sunflowers are the one thing that I truly love in a garden. It's a nice one growing. Will that be? We have some peas growing here up along this old wheel. Here, and I've tied off some peas because they want to go just about everywhere. I use this wire tie. It kind of looks like bread ties, but you can buy it in a reel at your local seed companies or big box stores. And peas are coming up. This is borage. And borage is good for your garden. It's also good for composting. The cool thing about borage is it brings in a lot of the bugs that eat other bugs. I don't know if you can see this. We're having a serious June bug invasion. Now, from watching other people and doing my homework, I normally would have a little bit of a fit over all these June bugs, but I'm not this year because I've learned not to weed my garden as much. Some plants are very beneficial and they bring in bugs, other bugs that will kill the bugs that will devour your tomatoes. And if you leave your weeds in, it gives your bad bugs a variety to chew from, and they're less likely to devour your good plants, the plants that you want to harvest. Some bees in here. They're happy this morning. And these are my sunflowers. And a big shout out to Baker Seed Company. I had written to them and asked them to send me some seeds. And they sent me a huge box of every seed they had. We have a program at the Salvation Army Renovo Service Unit, in Renovo, and we wanted some seeds to grow some beans and some sunflowers and some things. Well, they sent me an enormous box, and so with that I got thinking, since we have this garden here at our homestead, what we're going to do is we're going to plant the food, the seeds here, and then harvest it and take it to the Salvation Army for the after school program kids, so that they can have a all organic experience with the food that they eat, and get to know more about where their food comes from and what they're eating. Now these are garlic heads here. I like to take them off and break them apart and put them in salads. And you can replant these too. Every little single one of these is a potential plant. And this one is still encased here. This is the corn. This is more of my brassicas department. We got some kohlrabies going. I already cut one out. Some of the cabbage. That's our dog, Seven. She's an Australian cattle dog. Again, there are weeds in here, but I want to show you something. Like when you, for example, okay, like pulling out weeds. Here's a weed. Normally, weeds are pretty hard to pull out, but with, oh, we got potatoes coming up. I took a potato with this. Something like that would normally be hard to pull out of the ground. But with all the layering method, all this stuff is very easily comes out. It's now it's not a tug of war anymore. Let's kind of shake her off a little bit. And what used to take me several hours to weed only takes me a little bit. I haven't been out here in about a week, but that's because it's been raining non-stop. And then when it does stop, it's quite muggy. Marigolds, another favorite of mine. Another weed. We have zucchini planted in here. And I think it's going to rain again. I hear it coming. It's rain. It's non-stop. There's my husband, Roland. He's working on our shed on my art studio over there. Here comes the rain. Unbelievable. It's non-stop. Well, we're going to kind of finish this up then. Here's my rhubarb. Oh, it's hilarious. All the bugs are like, get me out of here. Alright, well, thank you for watching Wild Wings Art Studio. God bless and have a great day.